Aloha, I'm Stella. I'm going to present you all the article called The Goals of Differentiation by Carol Ann Tomlinson. First, let us think about the focus question. How does differentiate instruction address the needs of individual learners? Differentiate instruction is student-aware teaching. In order to use it successfully, teachers have to know the ability of each student clearly. Also, teachers have to be able to adapt teaching plans for students. Differentiation can encourage teachers to think more deeply. They will ask questions like, how can they help students take charge of their learning? There are four elements that should be considered when answering these questions, which include trust, fit, voice, and awareness. The first element, building trust. We need to make sure students they believe we are on their side and we believe that they can succeed and we work for their best interest. Also, it is important for teachers to show respect to students. We should listen to the responses of each student with respect. Also, teachers should be patient to give enough time for students to practice, and we should support them but not judging. By doing so, we can create a partnership for striving for excellence. The second element, ensuring fit. We should give tasks to students according to their abilities. If the task is too difficult, they may feel depressed or even give up. Also, we should allow them to learn in ways that can facilitate their success. About my experience, when I was in high school, most students in my class didn't like reading individually. Therefore, our teachers put us into groups and each student read part of the book only, and then told the others what we learned from the book. This could arouse our interest in reading. Therefore, a teacher should be flexible with time and seating arrangements, and they need to understand the needs of students. The third element, strengthening voice. Being teachers, we should remember this quote, only when people can speak their minds does education have a chance to happen. Here are some ways for teachers to encourage students to respond. First, we can ask students to complete a set of questions about the effectiveness of our teaching. And we can use journals and group discussion to encourage them to voice their opinion. And we can ask them to review the work of another student and try to give comment on it. The last element, developing awareness. The following are the steps that can help students in developing their own skills. Step 1, we can describe the necessary skills to complete the task to them. And then we can ask students to think about which skills they have. And lastly, we can ask them to find someone who can compensate for their weakness. These steps can aid them in thinking about their strengths and weaknesses, and at last, they can become an active learner. To summarize, each student has different characteristics, and their abilities in learning are different. So, we should not only teaching but also help them become active learners, and we should make adjustments in teaching plan. This is the end for my presentation. Thank you for watching it.